All right, I'd like to say that Scribe started in a uninspiring, dare I say, hopeless place. I started my career at McKinsey. I spent 7 years flying around the country to places like this, trying to figure out how to make them more efficient. And the trick is you find the best person in that ops center and you ask them, why are you better? And they would pull out a thick finder of laminated pages with step-by-step guides. And they would say, I was told to do this, but I found a whole bunch of better ways. And so we would sit and look behind their shoulder and write down and create a new binder of the best ways of working. We'd give that to the head of that ops center and we'd say, here, you could just get everybody to do what your best person does. We raise the performance of everyone on your team, and that'll be $1 million a month, please. And of course, we have now created Scribe to do this with software. The way that it works is quite simple. We'll watch someone do work and we'll automatically capture what they know how to do. We'll create step-by-step guides with screenshots, automated text. And now if you have to explain to someone how to do something, a colleague, client, friend, it'll now show them in the application, in the context of work, as they're going through exactly what they should be doing. Turns out this need's actually pretty ubiquitous. We have to explain to people how to do something all the time. As a result, our usage is incredibly horizontal. If you look at our user base and you look at the US workforce, we look pretty representative. So we're lucky to have customers across 30% of the Fortune 500, over 50,000 enterprises, 3 million users. This is everything from your local school district and dry cleaning franchise to fast-growing startups to scaled NGOs to some of the biggest banks in the world. Fortunate for us, this has translated into really rapid revenue growth. We have on average 4x our revenue each year for the last few years. We raised our Series B 18 months ago. We have 5x our revenue since that Series B without spending a dime of that funding. This is something that's really important to me. We have a very strong people mission, which is be the place where great people come to do the best work of their careers. And so we think a lot about how do we create an environment where people can show up and do work that they feel really proud of. And to us, that's an environment that really lives our values. These are not just words that we put up on poster somewhere. If you were to come into our office and sit in the lunchroom, you would hear all of these words said in casual conversation. One team, one dream really represents the way that we work. This is a phrase I started using when we first started Scribe. It was from my first manager who taught me how to be a manager. He used to say, one team, one dream. He even created bracelets for us with it printed on it. It's a little corny, but pretty sweet. He tragically died of brain cancer at an age that is younger than me. And so I started saying it as a tribute to him. And now you hear people say it at Scribe all the time. And it simply means we're in this together. We learn together, we fight together, we win together. And if you join any of our all hands, you'll hear this is kind of like the final shout off that everyone will say at the end of all hands. We have an office here in San Francisco. We're very close to South Park, right by Caltrain. We are in the office 3 days a week. The rest of our team is distributed. We have 100 of some of the kindest, smartest humans, I'm a little biased, that I think exist in the world. We are growing to 200 people by the end of the year. Our business would support more. Frankly, we should hire more. I don't want to. Our culture is really special. I want to keep it that way. But that means that we're growing across nearly all roles. Hiring right now for special humans is my number 1, 2, and 3 personal priority. The same is true for many, many people at the company. If you do not see the role here, reach out. We create roles for special people as well. Here's my phone number. Please do not use this to spam me later because I get announced with that already. But I would love to hear it from you. Shoot me a note, send me a LinkedIn profile. And I will be, let's see, everyone's clustering over there. I'm gonna cluster back there. I'm gonna be back by the food. Come find me. Thanks, guys.